My Hero Academia, 10 Fights That Still Need to Happen. My Hero Academia is famous among shonen contemporaries for its intense fights, but some dream matches have yet to happen. My Hero Academia is an action-packed shonen series where supernatural quirks define the combat system, from melee enhancement quirks to elemental abilities and even mind control. All this, combined with clever battle tactics and strategy, can lead to outstanding fight scenes. Some dream fights have yet to happen, however. Many of My Hero Academia's best characters have fought a wide variety of foes. Especially starring protagonist Izuku Midoriya. Still, it's easy to imagine all the exciting and intense fights that have yet to happen in the series, and at this point in the anime. There's not much time left for these hypothetical fights to happen. Fans can still hope. 10. Shoto Todoroki vs Fumikage Tokoyami would be a clash of cool talent. Both of these Class 1A powerhouses made it to the Final Four in the UA Sports Festival tournament, but they never fought. Perhaps Shoto and Fumikage should fight, though, preferably in a sparring match to test each other's skills. They're fairly evenly matched, after all. Powerful villains loom on the horizon. And Class 1A students need to brush up before the fighting starts. Shoto and Fumikage have never fought before, so now is a fine opportunity for these talented boys to test each other's limits in a balanced clash of quirks. 9. Izuku Midoriya vs Inasa Yarashi could create a new rivalry. In the original story, Inasa Yarashi and Shoto are almost like rivals, but this rivalry has yet to pan out. Shoto has little interest in the hot-headed Inasa. But if circumstances had allowed it, Izuku could have taken Shoto's place as Inasa's biggest rival. Izuku would find Inasa rather intimidating, but the two of them would be evenly matched in a fight as rivals. And it would be fascinating to see how Izuku could use shoot style to overcome Inasa's powerful wind-based technique. Izuku needs strong rivals to keep him sharp, after all, especially before he fights Tamura Shigaraki. 8. Rikido Sato vs Jiroda Shishida would be a contest of manly strength. Rikido Sato's quirk supercharges his body when he ingests sugar, thus his hero identity as the sweets hero, Sugarman. He fought with Eijiro Kirishima against Cementos, but lost, meaning he has yet to achieve one big victory. Perhaps he could find a new rival in Class 1B's Jiroda Shishida instead. Jiroda's beast quirk turns him into a great shaggy beast, and his sheer power is astonishing. If Rikido and Jiroda clashed, it would be a true contest of strength, and it would finally become clear whether Class 1A or Class 1B has the strongest melee hero. More than anything, this clash would simply be entertaining to see, but it would also motivate Rikido and Jiroda to become stronger before facing the Meta Liberation Army. 7. Endeavor vs Tamura Shigaraki would continue the ultimate battle of good and evil. When All Might defeated All for One, the ultimate hero and ultimate villain were each taken out of the picture. So now, everything falls to their successors and allies. All Might's protege is Izuku Midoriya, but for the time being, it's Endeavor who's the #1 pro hero, ready to face any villain. Tamura Shigaraki is to All for One what Izuku is to All Might, so in theory, Endeavor and Tamura are destined to clash at least once before the story is over. Their fight wouldn't necessarily be the final battle to decide the fate of the world. Though, Izuku will probably take Endeavor's place for that. 6. Hawks vs Dabi would be a battle of second bests. Right now, the pro-hero Hawks is acting as a double agent within the Meta Liberation Army, rubbing shoulders with many villains such as Dabi himself. Dabi is one of the strongest active villains, and Hawks is the #2 pro-hero. They're almost like counterparts, and are both quite powerful. Hawks is trying to earn Dabi's trust to maintain his cover. But if that cover gets blown, then it's not a stretch to imagine Hawks and Dobby coming to blows before long. Now it's time to find out if Hawk's soaring wings can outrace Dobby's flames.